brook trout looks amazing. So you see those fish? They are good size now to harvest. Hop. And now they can eat as much as they like. Got it. At the breakfast, the egg may have E. coli on it, Escherichia coli, which is a bacteria. So in my last video, I was saying that unfortunately, a lot of people who want to start aquaponics, they start with a setup that is too small. And they buy a plastic film, which is not designed to work. And after a few weeks or few months, they will probably stop aquaponics. And in between, they will probably kill a few fish. And I think that's a shame. So I try to provide a lot of information on YouTube. And if you go on this channel, you will find some videos about different aspects of aquaponics. I try to cover the technical stuff to give you a support if you have an aquaponic system or if you want to have an aquaponic system. But the best way to learn is to get a training called Easy Aquaponics, where I really teach the basics of aquaponics, but also the principles, the science behind aquaponics, how really it works, you know. It's not teaching you only how to make an aquaponic system, you know, building a fish tank and a grow bed. It goes way further than that. We go back to what is aquaponics and how it works. So you understand the basics, you understand the requirement of every single creatures living in the aquaponic system. And I do that in modules. So it's not like when you watch my videos or when you get the free training where you got some information, but it's very hard to put it together. The training Easy Aquaponics is divided in different modules, and every module is talking about a different aspect of aquaponics, and you build your knowledge slowly but surely. So everything is well organized, and it's available on an online platform 24/7. So you know there is no specific time requirement. You can do that the night after work, or the morning, or whenever you have time. When you buy this training, you get access to 1 year access to the platform. So you have 1 year to learn aquaponics, and if you are serious about it, you can probably learn it in 10 days. So you know, aquaponics is not that hard to learn. You just need to be serious and to start from the beginning and to have a good course. So that's what I teach in Easy Aquaponics. Once you have seen the training, then you can build your own aquaponics system, you can build your own project because you understand how aquaponics works. So you will not make the basic mistakes that a lot of people are making. And I'm talking about mistakes in terms of design, but also in terms of selection of the different parts of the system, you know, dimension of the different parts of the system, and maintenance of the system, which is very important, you know, having a good balance, keeping a good water quality. This is extremely important. So you can have access to all this, you know, this training Easy Aquaponics, and I really recommend you to, I will put a link, I will send you a link by email. So if I don't have your email yet, you should join Aquaponics Revolution movement. So, you know, when you get the six-step process, the free six-step process from the description of the video. When you click on the link, you will join my email list. So basically, you will be a member of Aquaponics Revolution. And then I can send you emails with more information about the training Easy Aquaponics. But I think it's very important to start from good knowledge if you want to do something with aquaponics. You really need to understand how it works. You can't just put a setup together and hope for the best, because eventually one day you will make a mistake and your fish will die. So it's better to know what you are doing when you do it. So this morning I would like to collect a bit of plants for my breakfast. So what I like to do is to do a smoothie, a shake. So I take a bit of watercress, and we are in winter, but even if we are in winter, we still produce some watercress. So here there are some. So I just mix it with some plants, water, banana. It makes something quite nice. Watercress in summer, I produce probably a kilo per week, or even probably more. It's producing so much. Should we have a look at the traps that we put yesterday? The slugs? Yes, I can see that there are some inside. Can you see them through? See, we put it yesterday. We already have probably 5. I would say 5 slugs inside. Or probably more. You see, it works really well, and if you don't put this trap in place, the problem is those slugs, not only they are growing, but they are eating all your little plants. So it's not really what we want, right? So you see, when I collect some leaves here, if I want to make veggie pie, but even if I want a leaf for my breakfast, I just collect one leaf on the outside of the plant, like this. So I have whatever I want to consume. I can take as many as I want on all the plants, but the plant is still producing. I don't cut the plant. So I don't always have to add new plants inside, which is really cool, because it's work always to add more. But if you just harvest what you need, you can leave the rest and it still produce. So now I will see the chicken. I think I need to feed the chicken. I don't feed them every day, but today I think, yes, of course they have food every day, but I don't need to add food every day in the system, in the coop, because they got a feeder. I think the feeder is empty. That's why they are calling me. Yes, the feeder is empty this morning. So we will feed them. You see, it's completely empty. And you see how they drink. So here we got this pipe here, right? You can see the pipe. The pipe is the water from the shed. You see here, that's a car shed, the carport, basically. So all the water from the roof is directed there. And there, that's a water tank I showed you in another video. So inside I got a water tank. This water tank is also supplied with the water from the shed, the shed that is there, that I built in cob work. when the tank is full, I use this water to fill my aquaponics system, right? But when the tank is full, then the water is going into this barrel, this blue barrel. And in this blue barrel, as you can see, there are some drinkers for the chicken. So basically, I never have to give water to the chicken, because there is always water in this barrel. You just need to make sure there are no mosquitoes going inside. So I need to make sure that this is sealed properly, the pipe. But otherwise, and I will improve this, but otherwise here there is always, you see, always water for the chicken, so that's really good. That's something I still check every time I come here, making sure there is water available. But until now, I had it for probably 4 months now, and it works really, really well. So that's something I recommend. Before, I had to always add new water. I had a system like this where I was giving water to the chicken. But this is replaced now with this new system, and I'm very happy with this. So let me show you inside. So you see here the roof of this one. The roof here, all the water collected from the roof is going into the tank that I will show you. I think I showed it to you before. I will show you again. You see this water tank here? This is collecting all the water from this roof here, plus the roof of the carport. So very useful. And then I got some system of pipes underneath the soil that bring the water to the pond when I need to. So I have a tap to open, and I can fill the pond. So it's very useful, very practical. So now we will fill this with some chicken food. Here we are. So we are in another shed. So the chicken food is just some cereals. This lasts normally for probably 4 or 5 days. I have to say that not only my chicken eats this food, the other birds as well. There are some birds that come around the pond. They drink in the pond, they eat insects around the pond. That's actually something very useful. But they also come in the chicken coop and they help themselves. And I have no issue with that. I really like to see birds around. So not an issue to share a bit with them. See, the chicken are quite excited. Hop. And now they can eat as much as they like. And we should probably collect the egg. I hope there is 1 or 2 eggs. 1 egg. Got it. At the breakfast. The breakfast is going to be egg plus veggies shake. Here you see I planted the rhubarb probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah, 3 weeks ago. So we had a lot of rain last night and a lot of wind, so it doesn't, the old leaves are a bit down, but it seems to be quite healthy. We are in winter, so I can't expect it too much growth, This one is a cherry tree that I planted a few months ago. And again, it's winter, so a good time to plant the trees, but you see there are a lot of shoots coming, so it's really good, lot of buttons. So this one is raspberry, should grow pretty well. This one is avocado grown from the stone. So again, I don't expect too much from this because we are in Melbourne and the weather is quite cold. So I don't believe I will have much production, but why not having a tree? If it grows, that's quite nice. This one is persimmon. Here we have a fig tree. And there are some peaches. The peach tree. Okay, I'm gonna leave the egg here for now. So you know when you touch this, you don't want to touch the egg in the same hand that you touch the food that you're gonna mix. Because the egg may have E. coli on it, Escherichia coli, which is a bacteria. While the plants here, I drink them alive, right? I don't cook them. I drink them raw. You know, I just mix them and I drink them. So I don't want to contaminate whatever I'm gonna drink from those plants. What we will do now, we may want to try to get a fish, just to have a look how they look like, see if they are healthy, if anything. I don't disturb them too often, you know, because they stress when I do that. But I still like to see them sometimes. Make sure everything is fine. Oh, here we have a brook trout as well. Brook trout looks amazing. You see those fish? They are good size now to harvest. They pass the 200 grams, 250 grams. That's the size we harvest them normally. So we can start, and I have many fish, probably too many fish. So let me release this one. The brook trout here looks amazing. You see the difference between a brook trout and a rainbow trout? So the golden trout are basically rainbow trout, right? They're the same species. I will release them. I don't want them to suffer too much. And here we have another one. This is a beautiful rainbow. The golden trout are rainbow trout. You can see they're just different variations. Up. You, come here. Look at this beautiful fish. Oh, she needs to go back to the water now. And now they are back. Okay, so I hope to see you on the other side. I recommend you to join Aquaponics Revolution movement from the link in the description. And from there, I will send you some emails, some information about easy aquaponics. It's gonna be a good way for you to start aquaponics, to start your aquaponics journey, you know. Learn how aquaponics works, really understand how it works, and then be confident and be able to start aquaponics, because I can imagine that for a lot of people, even if you see it growing like this, you don't have all the keys, all the knowledge, and therefore it may be a bit unclear how it works and how to manage the ecosystem. So you know, there is no work really every day. Every day my work is to feed the fish and to harvest the plants. This one is a Vietnamese mint. You can do some kind of roll, Vietnamese roll with it. It's really nice, very fresh. And you see the cascade is on. So the watercress really likes the water. So here in winter it's not really the best time to grow it, but it still grows quite well. And it's growing directly on the waterfall at the moment. But in a few months it will be everywhere here. It will be all green. I think we're gonna also try to raise a bit the pH of the setup, because I did a test and the pH is quite low. It's at 6.6, and I would like to increase it around 7. Even 7.2 wouldn't be bad. It would give us a bit of time, because you know, in an aquaponic system the pH is always decreasing. So what I will do this morning, I will add a bit of baking soda. So this baking soda is the best way to increase the carbonate into your water. I mean, the best way would be carbonate potassium, but here it's very convenient because carbonate sodium you can really buy it from the grocery shop. And you just add a bit of sodium into the water, which is not a problem because it's a very small concentration comparing to the volume of water. I don't add much, you know. So what I do, I used to do a mix and everything, but now I really take advantage of the waterfall. When I want to add some, I just add it here. Oops, can't really see what I'm doing. You see, I just add it here on the waterfall, and as the waterfall will continue, it will dilute everything into the water. So it's quite a good way to do it. The waterfall will stop, but it will start again. So I do it. So you know, for this quantity, this volume of water, it needs it needs a lot of baking powder. So what I add here is not much at all. What I will do later, I will leave it maybe for tomorrow. Tomorrow I will check the pH, and I will probably not be at 7 yet with this quantity. So we'll probably have to add more. You know, I do this maybe once every month. The more frequently you do it, and the better, right? If you want to readjust your pH more often, it's better. But don't leave it go too low, and especially in winter, because in winter the bacteria activity is quite low, right? The bacteria, they need a warm temperature to be active. At the moment, the water is around 11 degrees Celsius. So the bacteria are not acting too much, but as you can see, the fish, even if it's winter and the water is cold, the trout, they still eat a fair bit of food. So we need to have very active bacteria. So bacteria, what they don't like is cold water and low pH. So since I can't increase the water temperature, at least I should try to maintain the pH around 7. So this, you know, is just one type of information that people don't care about. When a lot of people, they don't really think about it when they do aquaponics, you know. But that's a critical little thing. If you don't know about it, well, your system will be off balance and will not work properly. So that's just one example of why you need to be aware, and you need to know what you are doing. So gathering information online is good, but it can be very confusing. You will find a video telling you something, another video telling you something else, and most of the time you don't see the results of the guys, so you don't know who is telling you the truth. In my video, I think you can see my results. You can see my fish. You see, we just fished a few, and you can see the plants growing, and all around the pond, all this is growing in aquaponics. But on the video I give you on YouTube, such as this video now, I give you some tips here and there, but you don't have the full package altogether from A to Z, you know, like not like a training, like Easy Aquaponics, where I teach you everything from the beginning to the end. You can never teach everything, right? There is always more to learn. Myself, I'm learning every day. But at least if you follow a training such as Easy Aquaponics, you get a solid knowledge. You really understand how the system works. You understand the bacteria needs, you understand the fish needs, and you understand the plants needs. That's how we should start aquaponics, to avoid killing the fish. To make sure our fish are living in good conditions, our plants are living in good conditions, and our bacteria are very efficient. Okay, I see you on the other side, so don't forget to get access to this 6-step process and to join the movement. When you click on the link in the description of this video, you can join the Aquaponics Revolution movement, and there I will send you some information. So here we have a banana and now veggies. So for the banana, let me give you a tip. You know, I often go to the market. I like to go into the market, not to the supermarket, but to the market. And there, you often see some bananas that are a bit old, and the guy want to get rid of them. You know, they want to throw them away. So if you look below the tables, you will find some cartons very often with fruits that people want to throw away. Those bananas, they are perfect to eat in a shake. The only problem is you have to eat them very quickly. So what I do, I go there and I offer to buy them. And I buy the whole carton for a few dollars, you know, $2 or whatever, because the guys, they throw them away anyway. And I got those bananas and they are perfect to do my smoothies. So this one was frozen, I just throw it in the microwave and I put it here. Very healthy. Then here we have our watercress. So watch for your watercress to be clean. Here, for instance, I saw before, I had one of them that was growing in the water. And as you can see here, we have some snail eggs. So this is snail eggs. What is on my finger? Here. This one is snail eggs. So if you eat it, that's not an issue. You're not going to die from that, but you can remove it. And the rest, I had a quick look and everything seems fine, so no problem. I can shake all this. And here, if you cook the seeds a bit, that's not an issue, you can eat the whole thing. But if you want to put it in a smoothie, you don't want too much fiber. Fiber is very healthy, right? But in the smoothie, it's not always the best. So what I do, I take a knife and I just take the green part. The rest will go to the chicken. Because this, you can definitely eat that. You can put it in a pie, whatever, if you cook it. But raw is too fibery. So this is good. You can go here as well. And now you just have to add a bit of water into this and we can mix. And here we are. We can drink this in the morning. Instead of having some vitamins from the shop, you know, from the pharmacy, we can drink this. It's very healthy. It's a nice breakfast. Have a good day.